Welcomes employees. Today we are here for one reason and one reason only, to understand the 6 types of outcomes to focus your analysis and stop wasting time at work. And I see, Bill, you are here again. Oh, oh, yep, yeah, yep. I understand their frustration. Well, hopefully, this training will get you all caught back up and help prevent you from going to Sector G7. I know you don't want to go there. Just pay attention this time, please. If you know which outcome you're aiming for before you start your analysis, you won't waste weeks, in your case, a lot of weeks, wandering through data before you give insight. There are only 6 types of outcomes that really any good analysis produces. The 6 are: spot the difference, predict, root causes, experiment, assess and compare, and discovery. What I like to call the spread framework. And once you know what you're doing, you'll stay focused, deliver better insights, deliver more value, and avoid becoming a zombie type analyst and work toward becoming a survivor type analyst. The first type is spot the difference. This is where your anomalies, your spikes, and your changes fall under. With S, spot the difference, your goal is to detect something that has changed, shifted, or been broken. Think of the outcome as trying to find out if there is a problem. Now, in this example here, I want you to look at the image and see if you can spot the difference. Queen, Bill, Tarman, put your answers in the comments below, and whoever else is in the meeting, please put your answers in the comments below. I'll give you a few seconds to see if you can find it. Okay, let's take a look. If you said the nurse zombie toward the right bottom side, then you'd be correct. That is exactly what the difference was. We highlighted it, and now you see the difference. That is essentially your job, is to find if there's a difference, an anomaly, or something abnormal about the data that you're seeing. That is what spot the difference type of analysis outcome is. Next one up is P, for predict. Our goal for this type of analysis outcome is to predict the future outcome. This is where all your machine learning algorithms and models come into play. We can forecast sales and inventory, or even classify groups based on customer habits. In this example, can you predict what the outcome is going to be? Put your answers in the comments below, Bill, Tarman, and Queen. I know you know the answer to this one, but let's see who can get it. I'll give you a few seconds. You guys got it? Okay, I'll give you a few more seconds. Just let me know what you think the outcome will be. Oh, while you're down there, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss the next lesson. Okay, time's up. If you guess purple, green, you would be wrong. The correct answer would be green, 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 because zombies bite, and therefore everybody would turn into zombies. Yeah, I know it was a little tricky, but but yes, that's how predict works. Now, for the outcome that causes the most headaches, root cause, R. Root cause analysis outcome types is all about explaining why something is happening. You're not just spotting a problem, you're finding the real reason behind it using data. That's what makes this outcome so powerful. So looking at our chart here, we can see that sales have dipped on day 4 and 5. When we're analyzing this, we can also see the root cause of this is because we had no inventory. That example is a very simple one, but they do get more complex. And when you're doing these type of analysis, you don't want to just say sales are down on day 4 or 5. You come back with, hey, sales were down because of inventory was out. And then we know what the root problem was, so we can go figure out why. Then we come back with, why was the inventory out? Was it because of supplier delay, system glitch, demand spike, etc.? Though this is a very complex type of outcome that we've just kind of condensed in this example, but do be aware that this is a very, like I said, headache driven type of outcome. The next type of outcome is E, experiment. This is the most common type you'll probably see. A lot of marketing departments do it. It's the A/B testing. It's where you want to see which one people are preferring. Now, Let me do a little experiment of our own. Queen, Bill, and Tarman. You have two products here that Bite Size Munchie sells. I want you to put which one you prefer in the comments. I'll wait a second. Okay, I can see all three of you prefer the Cranium Crunch. Good choice there. I personally don't eat that stuff. I have my own diet restrictions, and this is not part of it. But what we did is an experiment, and we could see the outcome was that most people in this chat preferred the Cranium Crunch product. The next type of analysis outcome is your assess and compare. This is the most common one you'll probably see in which you run quick and dirties on. This is where you want to compare and contrast it to other data points in the data set, like your bar chart shown in this example. Say we want to know, we want to understand the sales by department. So we're assessing and comparing them to the others. We can see that the apparel is just crushing it compared to cosmetics and pharmacy, which I'm sure some of you guys in this in the employee department could use the cosmetics and maybe some bodies. I look, we both know that you guys don't smell good down there. Sorry, somebody had to say it. Or if we look at the other one, we can break it down by product and see how many we're selling compared to others. This is where we can kind of see how we're performing at a much grainier level at a very quick, insightful way. Now we move on to the last one of the 6 types. This is D, discovery. This is the one that'll make you really stand out. Discovery type analysis outcome goals is to find new opportunities. A lot of this is where we're going to increase revenue for the business. And yes, there are times that discovery we can discover something that reduces cost for the business. Remember, the purpose of an analyst in a business is either increase revenue or decrease cost. For example, say we wanted to explore customer churn patterns and discovered a specific feature when used customer retention. This leads to a product change, which thus increases revenue, which thus increases the value to the customer, and everybody's happy. That is what a discovery type outcome analysis is for, finding opportunities to increase revenue or decrease cost. All right, employees, that is the end of the presentation. You have been briefed on the 6 core outcomes of any business analysis. Keep in mind that for your next analysis, you should focus on what type of outcome you want to guide you through your analysis. So that way you don't take several weeks like you have been in the reason you're taking this training. Again, Bill. Yes, I'm talking to you, Bill. And most importantly, if you stop wasting time, you remove yourself from being that zombie type analyst to more of a survivor type analyst. Let's take some questions. All right, Tarman, can I combine more than one outcome type in any one analysis? Yes, but I don't recommend it. What happens when you combine the analysis with too many types, you start to deviate and take several weeks like you have been because you lose focus on what you're really trying to do. Stick to one primary outcome per analysis. And if leadership asks for more, or if you find that there's more to give, more value to provide, then do a separate analysis on top of it to provide outcome. That way you're focused on the primary goal that you were originally assigned with. Okay, next question. Oh, yeah, Bill, I can see why you're asking this one. Bill asked, how do I keep my analysis from becoming discovery by accidents and wandering off track? The whole reason you're probably here. Sure. Uh, Always start by writing down a business question. Something like, this analysis is intended to solve this type of problem. Then understand what type of outcome you're looking for. Are you looking to compare and contrast or assess and compare? Are you trying to predict something? Are you trying to find a root cause of something? Write that next to the question. Then, if you catch yourself going down the discovery pathway again, go back and make sure and ask yourself, am I still answering this original question? That should help prevent you from wandering off track again. All right, Bill, good luck. All right, last question from Queen. She's asking which outcome types are best for quick win projects that build trust with leadership. This is a phenomenal question. This will definitely help get you up there in the survivor type analyst. I would start with spot the difference, assess and compare, or root causes. These drive immediate business decisions and help leadership see your value fast. All right, I've answered all the questions. We've covered the 6 type of analysis outcomes, and I think you guys are ready to move on. Bill, you should probably stay for this next training on the left right here. The rest of you, I think you're good, but if you want to stay for the next training, please click one of these videos. And those who are watching, feel free to click the next video that you feel you need to improve.